Hello guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome to the Fae Realm. Hope your journey through the Mushroom Circle was safe and comfortable, and that you've made your way here to this quiet little corner of the internet. Relatively quiet. I did need to start the game up while we were still in the setup section, and well, it plays all of the desktop music, or all of the desktop sounds that are happening. Hello, Sam. Hey, Mac. Welcome, friends. I mean, you know, it's quiet here. How about there? Can't say anything for there. But it's raining tonight. I was streaming earlier with Majestic Goose Network, and now I wanted to come over and play some Dragon Age Origins. So, hello friends. Welcome to the stream this evening. We're gonna, I think, go ahead and jump in. Sam, it is so good to see you at one of my streams. It's the kind of night for it. So we're gonna fade out this pretty music going on. When I say fade out, YouTube does not have a good way to actually like fade music. But, you know. All right. So, Dragon Age Origins. Once again, let's see if I can actually make it through without any more frickin' crashes. That'd be nice. All right. So, we are in Lothering. I've been playing for 4.5 hours of this game. We're only in Lothering. I always forget just how long some of these things are. So, for those who don't know, quick catch-up, my character is Keladry Cousland. She is a human noble. Her family's home was raided by someone that her father considered to be a close friend, and sent her skittering out. No, Sherlock. The cat's about to cross. Hi, Betty. Yes. Sent her skittering out into the night to go and become a Grey Warden. Did some fetch quests at the King's camp before going through the joining. She was the only survivor of her joining. And now we're in Lothering after the King's uncle. No. The father of the Queen. Get down, cat. Sorry. After the father of the Queen betrayed the king and got him murdered by Darkspawn. That was fantastic. Yeah, Sherlock wants to be up in everything that I'm doing. I've spent most of today here, so in fairness. Right, and now we're in Lothering, where we're gonna collect some more party members. We've gotten Morgan, a Witch of the Wilds. We have Alistair, the other Grey Warden, and Keladry's dog, Jump. Oh yes, the Darkspawn. They're tremendously fun and gross. Let's see if I remember how to play this game. It's been a little while. Alright. Well, this bodes well already. Cool. So, quickly make sure. So if I want the top-down view, I scroll to mouse wheel. There we go. The dog is an excellent companion. I love him very much. Let me see. Are y'all stuck in place again? Okay, good. During the big fight that I had at the tower, those little bastards would not stay with me no matter where I went. It was very frustrating.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies
It's
from my
Morgan.
car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
But what about my food? Morgan's fantastic. There he is. Hello, friend.
You aren't one of my captors. I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace.
Wynn is the older healer. I had completely forgotten about her. You're a prisoner? Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I am Keladry. Pleased to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
What did you do to end up in here?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Are you guilty?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
If you feel guilty about the murder, why did you do it?
Either you have an enviable memory or a pitiable life to know nothing of regret.
Aren't you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
There are other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
So much sass in this game. Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the Chantry. I'm not a fan of the Chantry at all and never really have been. Although I think that got colored a little bit more the deeper I got into these games. Because I remember when I started, it was just, meh, you know. They're a religious organization doing the best they can, I guess.
In the wilds we're eaten, here we starve. Is there no end to our fortune?
Nope. No end at all. Sorry. Let's see.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone in the tavern.
Okay, this is...
Well,
yeah.
Look what we have here, then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a woman by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen her?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble.
Though in fairness,
These are no
Liliana
doubt
and
simply
Keladry
more
look
poor souls
identical.
seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Let's talk about this before things get out of hand.
I doubt he would listen. He blindly follows his master's commands.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Tern saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk! Take the Warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
I hate fighting in such tight quarters. It never goes well.
I never liked this part.
I never liked this part.
All right,
victorious
you won.
again.
We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
Take a message to Loghain.
What do you want to tell him?
The Grey Wardens know what really happened.
I'll tell him. Right away, now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
So I see. Where does the sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I am Keladry. A pleasure.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
We love it when people invite themselves along to the quest. Why so eager to come with me?
The Maker told me to.
Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane.
A little bit.
But it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
I gotta say, having, played through all of Origins and 2, and then started Inquisition, Liliana's journey throughout has been one of the most fascinating parts. Like, the way that she handles her faith as she goes forward is just such a... it resonates so hard with me, I think. I think it's part of why I love her. Very well. I will not turn away help when it is offered.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
No, I understand, Mac. She definitely, that earnestness reminds me so much of me when I was 16 to 19 and the very hardcore belief. It's hard. Sorry, Jump.
Indeed.
Yeah, she's so... Yeah, that is very much my issue with her right now, too. But, I remember who she's going to become, if that makes sense.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding
I don't have Win yet.
Chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Don't worry about him. I took care of it.
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Show me what you've got. Alrighty, so this is what he has, and this is what I have. Always buy the health poultices when you can. Give the pupper a treat. Recipes. Recipes are always good. Recipes are always smart. Ooh. War paint. Cool. That's pretty. Let me see. Let me see. I'm waiting to get rid of stuff until I have people fully equipped. All right.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the Chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Know of any well-paying work in Lothering?
Check the Chanter's board by the Chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison.
I have dabbled in such things.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
Oh, this fellow. I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. I might have some ingredients in stock. Don't really know what you need.
Farewell. That's right, it's this fellow. Yeah, the poison. Alright. Is there anything in here that I can take? Because I need it more than they do. Alright. Of course, you're all about the poison, Mac.
I've got a cousin in the Templars. He says the mages in the tower out on Lake Calenhod are all turning into demons. Well, this time it's true.
Dun, 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 dun.
I thought you killed them.
Alright, so I have Liliana. And I have a line on Sten.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. You never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
I love the conversations between the NPCs.
Good day, Sister Liliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you, then?
I want to talk about Stan, the Qunari you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
What did he do?
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Qunari gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Qunari just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
What would make him do such a thing?
He would not say, though he acknowledged his guilt. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Qunari is a danger.
Is there any way I can convince you to release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Liliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Qunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Yeah, getting Sten out is much easier if you have Liliana with you. You can do it without, especially if you invoke the Grey Warden. The Grey Warden's ability to, you know, call on needs and call on resources as needed. But it's just so much easier with her.
Tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned. Why? Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there? No one else?
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No, you really don't.
Nope. Nope. I have no interest in knowing any more about that. Thank you very much.
You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Very well. I'll let you out.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
Thank you, Stan. Glad to have you with us.
May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Keep the current lineup. Alright, level up time. Let me see. I'm gonna do strength, dex, and willpower for now, because that willpower gives me more stamina. Oh, I need to... I should boost up cunning, actually. Because, boy, is it helpful to be able to just talk your way through things. Let's see. I've gone as far with dual weapon as I can right now. So I'll go ahead and take precise striking. All right. You know, it's really helpful, Sam, to not get into fights sometimes. I understand this may be kind of an unusual concept, but yeah, it can be super helpful to just avoid fighting. Not always possible, apparently. What are we fighting? Ah, there you are.
Make a preserver. Weapons at the ready. Less fighting, more dying.
Sometimes violence is the solution. It's true.
On your guard. Less fighting, more dying. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Another corpse for the pile.
Oh God. Another corpse for the pile.
As you wish.
Love that. Yes, Sam, this game is actually very similar to KOTOR in a lot of ways. You can just pause and decide to do things, which is pretty great. I never do it. I do dual wield, and you know why I dual wield? Because you can't do that in any of the later games as a fighter. And when you get up high enough as a fighter, you can dual wield long swords. And that is ridiculously fun. Alright, more bandits. You hate to see it. Oh no, why would you bring out the dogs? Come on. That's just rude. Leave the babies out of it.
Make a preserver. Begin the onslaught. Is that all you got? Another battle.
Yeah, right? They made me fight dogs. I hate them for that.
What? Okay, done with you now.
It's your time to die.
Really injured here? Just so you know. All right.
Glad the AI finally decided to cooperate with me. I will say one of the things I love about this game is the different combinations that you can do. Like, Morrigan freezes someone and then you shatter them. It's fun. Alright. That's that set of bandits taken care of. Ooh, lyrium. Also known as Mage Crack.
Right.
Poor Mabari. Why is the Mabari carrying a lyrium potion? That's what I want to know. Take it. Take that. Alright. Just gonna wander out here gathering some elf fruit for the health potions I'll be able to make one of these days. until I get set upon by bandits, and then, well, I have to defend myself. That's the only way. Clearly. Ooh. Am I remembering?
Away with you, foul creatures!
I am!
Leave us alone!
Let's get started. You should run like that.
Right there! Hey, watch it!
I'm trying to be merciful.
Oh my god, we need to get Liliana into armor. Oh my god. How did I ship that?
And it isn't going to be me. This should be easy enough.
Fight.
I'll try to be merciful. Brilliant!
Ooh boy. That's always fun. Alrighty. Righty-roo. Yay, health poultice. Ooh, a blood mage. Maleficarum regrets. Ooh.
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I doubt you want to travel with the Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offence, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Hello.
Demonic poison. We love that. Alright. Now I could head out to the Bannorn and head out, but there are yet things to do here.
This should be easy enough.
Easy enough, eh?
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Defend yourself!
Oh dear, a bounty. Whatever shall I do about that?
Watch out! Your time to die! Feels too easy.
Tactic. Fight.
This should be easy enough.
Ankles.
As you wish.
They really should know better than that, though. And yeah, it's dangerous to go around telling people that I am a warden. But also, like, there are people who need help, and the help that wardens can give. Like, I'm not gonna let them being afraid keep me from doing that. At least there's less hungry bellies now. Well, yeah.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Yeah, Flemeth is kind of a menace, to be perfectly honest. One group remains. Dang it. Let's see. Quest related, yes. Pinch of Ashes I've already done. Maleficarum regrets. I won't go back. Let them hunt and dread finding me. But you, Melis, should not live this life. It would please me if you found a life in the Circle Tower. I left a few things there, mostly stolen from the enchanters. Sell them to fund a new path. The cache is in the study area, middle alcove. Goodbye. Chastened, Ferelden, so much history. High Ever Lothering. Grey Wardens, Kokari Wilds. Let me see here. I'm not strong enough yet to wear the heavy chainmail. Is Alistair? Yes, he is. And I should put him in that so that he stops whinging at me. Let's see. Okay. Morrigan. Dear Morrigan. Enchanter's Footing will make that easier for her. Cured leather gloves. Gotta get her boosted up a bit, yeah? Is this... No, her magic staff is better than what that is. And Leliana, my girl, we need to get you out of that. No. There we go. God, now it's going to be even harder to tell Leliana and Keladry apart, but here we are. Okay, those are better. Neat. All right, got her at least. Maker's mercy. Small metal round shield just hanging out in a barrel.
Lothering doesn't have any more beds for refugees, but they keep coming.
No, you're correct. The setup of the way that the armor fits on femme-bodied people is, I think suspicious is the best word there, Sam. At the very least, very interesting. I love BioWare games so much, but there are definitely times where I'm like, okay. Let's see. Anything of interest along here? Oh. Spoders! Big spoders! Oh my gosh, I forgot about these things. I mean, masks. It's so true.
Time for some fun.
Go down.
Be careful. Try not to look too incompetent. It's embarrassing. Let's get started.
Here.
Come
Pay
now.
attention to me.
Defend yourself.
Pay attention to me. Over here. Thank you.
We've done well.
Good job.
Here, just so you know.
Little injured here. Just so you know. Oh, my sweet boy. I love Alistair so much. He's just such a precious character. Yeah, no, that's fair. Spoders are kind of awful, although I think we were kind of scarred from a youngish age by, you know, Shelob. Clatter, 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 clatter. Where are these bandits? Here, bandits, 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 bandits. Oh, hey, that worked.
You or me, and it isn't going to be me.
Yes, run away. You'll just die tired.
Show me what you've got.
Ugh. Alright, Liliana. You're a rogue. Thank you. Okay, but a scorpion is so much worse, though. Like, I would lose my absolute shit if there was a scorpion in the house. Spiders I can deal with to an extent. Yeah, this is exactly, Sam, why you live where the air hurts your face. 'Cause no freaking thank you. Alright, you use lesser injury kit, and you use lesser injury kit. Because when you go unconscious, you take an injury, which is honestly the best way to handle injuries. And going unconscious, and something I wish that D&D actually did more. Yeah, you went unconscious. There's a price to be paid for that. Scramble, scramble. Can I get up here? I am upcat. Let me up onto the things. Ooh. I can defeat hordes of darkspawn, but a low hill is my ultimate nemesis. That's a good home rule, where if you go unconscious, you gain a level of exhaustion. That's a good home rule. I played in a game that my friend Spike ran, and for a while, there was a thing where if you went unconscious, you rolled on like an injury chart, an injury table, which is how our half-orc fighter lost an eye, and my half-elf cleric got a massive scar on her face that reduced her charisma.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Betty. When bears attack on behalf of Thed the farmer and his departed son, I inscribe this missive. As the Maker is my witness, I charge all those with knowledge of arms and armor to brave the dangers of the northern wood to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy Eneth, for they are an abomination in the Maker's sight, and their hides would prove great comfort to the northern Tharms, and solace for Thed's family. As chanter for Lothering, I do pledge a sum of 1 sovereign to whoever carries out this the Maker's will. Exercise caution first and foremost, may his light bathe us all. Yeah, I'll accept those. A last keepsake. Dead lady of middle years with red hair and fond of a green cloak. If anyone comes across her body in the wilds, please return her body to the effects of the remains. They probably were trespassing in the bears area. That is completely true. Yeah, I do like the idea of scars. They're baratory. Get out. I do like the idea of scars or other just ways of showing that, yeah, you went unconscious. That should actually like have a consequence. Where are you? There you are. Oh, wolves. That was not what I It is a lot of wolfy puppies. Don't like this, don't like this, don't like this. Oh fuck, come on, girl.
Let's make this quick, shall we?
Liliana keeps going unconscious.
That was not pleasant.
No, I imagine it was not. Girl. Alright, this is why we carry lesser injury kits. Specifically for these situations. Oh, good. Health poultices. We love it. We love to see it. Oh, hey, did I forget to rob the bandits earlier? That's a shame. Alright. Where was I going? Ah, yes. The lady. Poor honey. You found the body of the boy's mother and have recovered her keepsake. Yeah, D&D wolves are freaking terrifying. We had a 10th level character go down to a shark because once blood was in the water, that shark had advantage. The dumbass didn't stick his spider boots against the side of the boat that was trying to, drive away. Thank you for the follow. It's Chris. Good to see you, friend. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I hear burr. Those burrs? Oh, they have rage. Why? Should be easy enough. Shut up. Clearly never dealt with wolves if you think this is easy enough. Girl. There's my mouse trying to go. My mouse is trying to be all over the place tonight. Alright. I'm just waiting to see if you're out of those bear puns yet, Sam. Oh, polarizing. That's a good one. Damn, they barely hurt you at all. Couldn't bear to see it. Very polarizing, I think. Buddy. Nah, it's gonna be unbearable. I have so many friends who are just like the purveyors of dad jokes. And only a couple of them have children to justify those particular jokes. Alright, back to the chantry board. This is very much like the little side quest portion of this. Well, one of the many.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks.
That's right. The chanter can only speak in lines from the chant of light. I forgot about that. Let me see. Her note. I'm trying to find the notes on on making potions, because that is a thing that I'd like to know. Mac, have you introduced him to Bluey yet? Because I love Bluey. Alistair, Queen Anora. All right. Well, I'm not being able to find that. Bluey is such a good show. My friend Ben, he was the one who introduced me to it because he has a kid of the right age. And just such a good show for, not, for the kids, but also for the adults who have to watch it with them. It's one of the few things where it's like, yeah, no, this is just good.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Nope. Okay. Well. Yeah, Bluey's a great show.
What now?
Oh, shush you. Herbalism. Hey, there we go. Cool. Yes, I can make these. Is my battery going out again on my mouse? I hate that. All right. So I need to obtain more flasks is what I really need. We don't have anything in poison yet. Okay. Switch back over to you. Puffin Island. I'm not familiar with that one. Oops. No.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
Yes, I did.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Got to try and boost the name of the Grey Wardens so that people actually, stand up for us now and again.
Ha! You see them soldiers run like frightened children? Way to go!
I saw a lot of people run like frightened children.
So how is it that Terran Low gains?
Ooh, fire arrows. Yes.
I heard he saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men.
All right. Well, let me see. map. Chanter's Board, Dane's Refuge. Cool. That is, I think, all the things that I can really do in Lothering at the moment. I should check out Puffin Island, because, I mean, I love the IT crowd, and if it's narrated by Roy, that's a strong point in its favor. And, I mean, if you recommend it in the same breath as Bluey, it's worth a shot. Alright, let's get out of here. Hi, Sandal. See you later in some wildly improbable places. Gather your party and venture forth.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
The Archdemon. Is that the dragon?
I don't know if it's really a dragon, but it sure looks like one. But yes, that's the Archdemon. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me, too.
Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Time to gather all them quests. Billy, can I help you, sir? Folks, we have another black cat joining the stream. Or not. Decided to yeet himself off of my lap, claws first. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Ow.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do, exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So Templars use magic themselves?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
So couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
That's horrible. I can't believe they would do that.
Well, they do it, and they feel perfectly justified. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away, either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Aren't you special?
Why are we stopping?
We're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you all right? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
You said you were in the army.
I am.
What made you decide to become a soldier?
Decide. I am a Sten of the Beresad. I did not choose to be who I am any more than you did.
Why would the Qunari send soldiers here?
The Antam are the eyes, hands, and mouth of the Qunari. We are how my people know the world.
Doesn't that make your view of things a little skewed?
Compared to what?
You only learn about people you conquer?
What does anyone truly know of the world? The world changes. We change. The Antam observe what we can, just as you do. There is no point to this. We are keeping the Darkspawn waiting.
What's your hurry?
What a strange language you speak. You say hurry, where I would say duty.
It's not your duty to handle the Blight, though.
No, it is yours, and you are chatting with me instead.
I've never seen a Qunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
I wasn't expecting that.
Get used to disappointment. People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
A little hostile, aren't we?
Many humans have said that to me. I do not understand it. If I were indeed hostile, you would be bleeding.
So, this is you being calm and helpful.
Couldn't you tell?
You know what? Just follow orders and you'll do fine.
As you wish.
And yet I got 2 approval from him off of that. Let's see. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy.
Oh, why, you little...
What? What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Well, he is a war dog.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Yeah.
I once heard a really old legend about how the Hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Alistair, you jerk! I'd never feed you another human being.
It's not cannibalism if he's eating it, you know.
Ooh, airplane ears. I love them. I love my dog. He's a good dog. Liliana.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
Here you are. This vision of yours...
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the Blight.
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
Let me see. Current party. We're not leaving just yet. Yeah. Liliana was... Liliana absolutely drank the Kool-Aid in the beginning. And it takes games to get her out of that. And I kind of hate to see her lose her faith. Yeah, I kind of hate to see her lose it, but at the same time, like, it kind of did need to happen. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know. It's hard to say. Oh. Yes, that was Keladry, and I do prefer her to... Well, no. That's dumb. Let's see. Alistair, how's your weapon? Pretty good, pretty good. Oh, this is better, though. Let's get you a better weapon, friend. What weapon are you using? An enchanted dagger. Do I have anything better than that? Nope. But I will go ahead and give her a second dagger, because sure, might as well. I'll give her a helm. Alright. Doggo does deserve a sword, but Doggo doesn't get a sword.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fenric, at your service, once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
What are you selling, exactly?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
Let me see your wares, Bodon.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
We do love a discount. Especially on health poultices, because I go through those things. Ooh. Corruptor agent, concentrator agent. Distillation, trap triggers, flasks. Yes. Get some more of them. Tome of Physical... Oh, gosh, I forgot about these. Some great stuff in here. Oh. Yep. Oh, gosh. Yeah. These are all the gifts that you get from Feast Day. Fat loot. Uh-huh. Pet rock. Uh-huh. Butterfly sword. Gosh, who was that meant for? Anyway. Thoughtful gift. Lump of charcoal. Uncrushable pigeon. And rotten onion. Gosh. There's so much that I've forgotten about. Ah! It's good to see it back, though. Spell ward. the rest of the blood dragon things. Tome of physical technique, tome of arcane technique. All that's a bit beyond me right now. Ooh. No, that takes most of my gold for right now, so I'll leave that for the moment.
Hello.
The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
Oh. What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Enchantment! I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
My boy. Alright, let's add some electricity to Alistair's abilities. Sweet. All enchantable items in the party inventory, including those currently equipped, can be upgraded by an enchanter, so long as you also have runes available. Select the item you wish to enchant, then drag and drop the desired runes into the slots on the item. I really do love Sandal. He's a sweetheart. And you are...
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the Coins? Levy the Trader?
Ooh. I'm Keladry, I've never heard of you, or Dryden's a black name. Your family lost its land and titles. Dryden's a black name. Your family lost its land and titles.
But Cousland's daughter should be well aware that in politics things are seldom as they seem. Say what you will of my family, we're ardent Warden supporters and have been since the beginning. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on, his pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
Well, as you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
I'm surprised you kept your name.
Our family's only crime was guarding the kingdom against the blight. We're not ashamed of that.
So, what favour did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
This is part of the DLC. You'll love to see it.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Why are you still here?
I am here because Flemeth commanded me to aid you. Why? Do you wish me to leave? I can do so if you prefer.
No, I don't want you to leave.
Then I assume our discussion ends here.
Youch!
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
Your mother has been doing this for a long time, then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
That's good. Such traditions need to be preserved.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
Yeah, Flemeth is a little bit on the cray-cray side, it's true. Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you when you're changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
That would just make you angry, I think.
No doubt it would. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Oh, good. Getting back some of that. Let's see. Character record. So over here is the how the other characters feel about you. Jump will always adore you no matter what. Alistair's, we're working on it. Morgan dropped quite a bit in that conversation. Whoops. Liliana's pretty neutral. Sten's pretty neutral. Okay. That's not too bad, all things considered. You know, you just shove gifts at people until they like you. Isn't that how it works? Let's see. Let's put all the fighting abilities into one spot. Let's see. That's health, lesser, and greater. Line those up. Let's see. Refill that Mabari crunch for the boy. Just fiddling around with some of these here. It's lesser and regular. She doesn't usually need that. Ah yes, my poison making girl. And thievery. Alright. Is that everyone? No. Sten. My boy. Alright. Let us sally forth.
This should be easy enough.
Let's gather up. Alright, let's see. Level 6, level 6, level 7, 6, 6, 5. Let's get Jump in there. Liliana.
Indeed.
And yeah,
Yes.
let's get Alistair. Start getting some people leveled up. Alright. That's where the elves are. We're in Lothering currently. Ban Lauren's Woods, Lake Callahan Docks, Salter's Pass, Redcliffe Village, Frostback Mountain, Denerim, and way up Soldier's Peak. Where do we want to go? Let's go to Redcliffe. Redcliffe seems like the best place to go. Oh, come on.
Indeed.
Yes.
Alright, off to Redcliffe with us. Oh, random encounter.
Right ahead. I'll try to be merciful. Make us spread. Come and get it. No water.
Good job, Liliana.
Just die already! No, you sir. I tried to... Buddy. We need to get more injury kits. Alright. Jump gets to level up. Let's give him some more constitution, because jeebus. Actually, no. More strength.
This should be easy enough.
These traps are stupid. anything over there? Nope. Okay. Startles me every time. I apparently do not have enough passive perception. Yep, off we go. Continue onward to Redcliffe.
Look, can we talk for a moment? I need to tell you something. I should probably have told you earlier.
What's on your mind?
Well, let's see. How do I tell you this? We're almost at Redcliffe. Did I say how I know Arl Eamon exactly?
I think you said he raised you.
I'm a bastard. My mother was a serving girl at Redcliffe Castle, and she died when I was born. Arl Eamon took me in and raised me before I was sent to the Chantry. The reason he did that was because, well, because my father was King Marek, which made Kaelin my half-brother, I suppose.
Oh. Doesn't that make you the heir to the throne?
Maker's breath, I hope not. I don't think so. You don't think so, do you? I'm a bastard.
And
nobody even knows about me. I would have told you, but it never really meant anything to me. I was inconvenient, a possible threat to Kaelin's rule, and so they kept me secret. I'd never talked about it to anyone. Everyone who knew either resented me for it or they coddled me. Even Duncan kept me out of the fighting because of it. I didn't want you to know as long as possible. I'm sorry.
I think I understand.
Oh, good. I'm glad. It's not like I got special treatment for it anyhow. Arl Eamon eventually married a young woman from Orlais, despite all the problems it caused with the king so soon after the war. He loved her a great deal. Anyway, the new Arlessa resented the rumors which pegged me as the Arl's bastard. They weren't true, but of course they existed. The Arl didn't care, but she did. So off I was packed to the nearest monastery at age 10. Just as well. The Arlessa made sure the castle wasn't a home to me by that point. She despised me.
It honestly sounds a lot like now that because when I first played this game, I was not familiar with A Song of Ice and Fire. This reminds me now so much of Jon Snow's story. What an awful thing to do to a child.
Maybe. She felt threatened by my presence. I can see that now. I can't say I blame her. She wondered if the rumors were true herself, I bet. I remember I had an amulet with Andraste's holy symbol on it. The only thing I had of my mother's. I was so furious at being sent away, I tore it off and threw it at the wall, and it shattered. Stupid, stupid thing to do. The Owl came by the monastery a few times to see how I was, but I was stubborn. I hated it there and blamed him for everything. And eventually, he just stopped coming.
You were young.
And raised by dogs. Or I may as well have been, the way I acted. But maybe all young bastards act like that, I don't know. All I know is that the Arl is a good man and well-loved by the people. He also was King Kaelin's uncle, so he has a personal motivation to see Loghain pay for what he did. So there you have it. Now can we move on? And I'll just pretend you still think I'm some nobody who was too lucky to die with the rest of the Grey Wardens.
Aren't you?
See? I knew you could do it. It's easy, isn't it?
Sure thing. Sure thing, my prince. Whatever you need me to say. Yes, as you command, my prince would have been funny, but I am trying to actually, like, romance this adorable royal bastard. And I want to boost up the,
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it.
Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard Arleman is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack. Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying. We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arleman's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainisfere, brother to the Arl.
I remember you, Ban Tegan, though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
No, not all of us died.
So, you are a Grey Warden as well? Is it possible we've met? You seem very familiar.
You may have known my father, Keladry Cousland.
Ah, yes, that's it, exactly. A pleasure to meet you indeed, though I wish it were under better circumstances. You're here to see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the Walking Dead. Decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh.
Yoink.
They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Caelan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Arleman.
Of course we'll help.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I want to discuss the situation with you.
Of course.
So what happens after this battle is over?
Hopefully we can find the source and stop it before it causes any more damage. With luck, we'll also find Eamon and be able to help him.
Why are you in the chantry with the villagers?
Sir Perth insists. He wants me to be with the villagers, so everyone he needs to protect is in one place. I don't mind, to be honest. The point of all this is to protect the villagers, and I can do that best here. This is the last line of defense, should things go amiss.
Do you need more men in here with you?
We could bring some men in to stand beside me, but I'd rather keep the monsters away from the villagers if possible.
You have some of Arl Eamon's knights here.
I have those few who returned from their quest. You know of this, yes?
Their search for the Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Yes, I question Isolde's decision to send so many knights in search of this relic. But I am a practical man, whereas she is a woman of great faith. Sir Perth was one of the knights sent on this quest. Perhaps you should speak to him if you wish to learn more.
What exactly are these things that attack the village?
I do not know. They seem to be walking corpses, men with rotting flesh that continue to attack even with the gravest injuries. All I know is these things don't fall easily. You hack them to pieces and still they come.
I should get back to work.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
And also here. All right.
Let us pray. You are a stranger amongst us, yet you still agree to defend our village in its darkest hour. We are most grateful to you.
I cannot stand by while monsters attack the helpless.
Not many in these modern days would honestly say the same. You are a woman of worth, and the Maker will smile upon you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am revered Mother Hannah, head of this chantry, which for the moment is a place of refuge for these poor villagers.
How awful this must be for you all. Is this everyone who's left?
All those who cannot defend themselves, yes. They are terrified of tonight's attack, and I fear these walls will not keep them safe. What can I do to help with your task?
Just how safe is the chantry?
It is the sturdiest building in the village. The women, elderly, and children will stay here during the battle, while the militia and knights protect them. They set up a barricade outside the chantry to keep monsters from getting inside. If anything gets in, Van Tegan is our only defense. Please, have mercy. Help these people. Do whatever you can.
I would like your blessing, Mother.
Of course, child. Blessed art thou who exists in the Maker's sight. Blessed art thou who seeks his forgiveness. Blessed art thou who seeks his return. Blessed is the prophetess, his daughter, sacrificed to the holy flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition.
I'm sorry, I just absolutely love that the dog decided to have a good scratch in the midst of that prayer.
Why haven't Mother and Father returned yet?
They're gone, dear boy. Gone on a long trip.
I'm not frightened. Everybody thinks I am, but I'm not.
You should be, little boy.
Good day.
Scared, Mother. When are the bad men coming?
Soon, darling. Don't worry. Everything will be all right.
I want to go home. Where's Father?
You're a Grey Warden, right? Were you in Ostagar? In the Korkari Wilds? My husband and son went there to bring the chant of light to the chastened. But I haven't heard from them since.
Are you Jetta?
I am. You've heard of me?
Your husband and son are both dead.
I thought that might be the case. Thank you for telling me.
Certainly.
Maker's blessings upon you.
Father is outside. We must stay here and be brave.
I guess so.
Sorry. Am I bothering you? I'll try to be more quiet.
Are you all right? Why are you crying?
Those things dragged my mother away. I don't know what happened to her, but I hear her screaming all the time. Everywhere.
How terrible, you poor thing. I wish there was something we could do to help.
And now my brother Bevan, he ran off. I don't know where he is. I'm so scared they got him too.
Why would he run off? Do you know?
He said something about saving Mother. He's just a little boy. He doesn't understand she's gone. I hope he didn't try to go to the castle. Oh, that would be awful.
Don't worry, I'll look for him.
You will? Thank you so much. Please find him. I'm so scared, Father. What are we going to do?
What does that smell? Fish? And something else. Oh, more fish.
You know, we don't have the men we need. And their numbers just...
Still no sign of them coming back from the castle.
So you're the Grey Warden, are you? I didn't think they made women Grey Wardens.
I don't think Darkspawn care who kills them.
If you hadn't noticed, there aren't Darkspawn around these parts. Not yet, anyway. We aren't gonna turn aside anyone who wants to help, though. Don't take me for being an ingrate or nothing.
Well, we do want to help however we can. You can trust us.
Name's Murdoch, mayor of what's left of the village, providing we aren't all killed and hauled off to the castle tonight.
Have faith, good man. We will defeat this evil together.
I hope you're right. I've been trying to hold us together, but it isn't easy. Anyhow, you're here, and they tell me you're in charge.
What can I do to help?
We need what little armor and weapons we got repaired, and quickly, or half of us will be fighting without either. Owen's the only blacksmith who can do it, but the stubborn fool refuses to even talk. If we're to be ready for tonight, we'll need that crotchety bastard's help.
Why does Owen refuse to talk to you?
His daughter, Valena, is one of the Alessa's maids, so he hasn't heard from her since this whole business started. He demanded we attack the castle, break down the gate, and force our way in. I said it was impossible, but he wouldn't listen. He's locked himself in the smithy now. I can't force him to do repairs. He said he'd rather die first.
No one else can do these repairs?
Not by nightfall, and not well enough that I'd be happy to test it in combat. If there were others, don't you think I'd ask them?
Hello, Kit. Good to see you. No, I don't have a subscribe button yet, but I do now have, it looks like 52 followers, so I should be getting into affiliate relatively soon, which would be cool. That'll allow me to do things like that. But yeah, keep an eye out. We'll see what happens. Is there anything else you need?
We could use some extra bodies. Having a veteran like Dwin in the militia would help a lot, but he flat out refuses.
Tell me about Dwin.
He's a trader, a dwarf, lives near the lake. Locked himself up in his home with some of his workers, he has. Says he doesn't need any of us. We could use somebody with his fighting experience, but he won't come out.
I want to discuss something else.
Shouldn't you be trying to reason with Owen?
I have some questions.
Oh? Ask away.
Where can I get supplies?
If you want weapons and such, you'd go to the blacksmith, but there isn't much left there.
But there's nowhere to actually buy or sell things?
Commerce isn't exactly our biggest concern right now, but you might want to speak to Lloyd at the tavern. I wouldn't trust him, though.
Yeah. Tell me about what's happened here.
Don't rightly know. We heard the Arl was sick and getting worse, but after a while we heard nothing at all. A few folks went up to the castle to see what was going on. They couldn't get in. Nobody was there, not a soul. And then those horrid creatures attacked the village. They were everywhere, people dying. It was awful. Good thing Ban Tegan was here.
Do you know anything about Arl Eamon's illness?
No. I know the Arlessa sent the knights out for a cure. You can ask Sir Perth about it. He was one of them.
Carry on, then.
Right. Let's hope we see morning. Tell them to maintain watch. I don't want a surprise attack before the sun goes down.
Yes, sir. What should we do until then?
All right.
And hope for a miracle.
Navigating around this place is such a pain. The door is locked and looks as if it has been recently repaired. Hello? Okay. And kick.
Wonderful. Intruders. I hope you have a good reason for breaking and entering into my home.
I apologize. I don't mean any harm.
Apology accepted. The name's Dwin. Pleased to meet you. Now get out.
Murdoch says he needs you for the militia.
So what? You recruiting for him? I'll tell you what I told Murdoch. I'm not risking my neck for this town.
Can't I change your mind?
Maybe. Let's hear what you've got.
I'll put in a good word for you with Bantegan or the Arl.
You might just be able to pull that off. Fine. I'll throw in with the militia. For now. You better be out there too when the sun goes down. I'm not fighting for a lost cause, you hear me?
I just want it known that one of the other options was maybe a more ... personal reward. And I'm just over here like... I forgot just how thirsty this game actually is.
Right.
All right. That's one down. Move, please. Costas. Liliana, would you? Ugh, insufficient skill. My girl. Hey, lamp oil. What do we need that for? Cool. Clearly we need that for something. Sure, I'll find that out eventually. Yeah, right. So we've gotten him. And this is why persuasion is a very useful skill to have. Caitlin's home. Oh, little boy. God, what's the kid's name? When you approach the dresser, something moves inside. You hear a short, surprised intake of breath, and then silence. Hello? Is someone in there?
Go away. This isn't your home. This is my home. My home, you hear me?
Bevan? Is that you?
How do you know my name?
I'm Caitlin's friend.
Did she tell you to take me back to the Chantry? Don't make me go back there. I hate that place. I hate it.
Why do you hate the Chantry so much?
Everybody's scared. But they tell me I shouldn't be scared. And they tell me I shouldn't be sad that Mother died. I don't want to be sad. I'm brave. I'm going to be a hero. I'm going to fight them off. I will.
From in there?
No. I just heard you coming and I guess that's not very brave of me, is it? I'll come out now.
Hey, kiddo.
All right. I came out. You won't hurt me. Will you? I'll go back to the Chantry if you really want.
First, tell me what you were doing in there.
I can't tell you. It's a secret.
Are you sure? Maybe I could help you.
You could. All right, I guess. Father said I could have his sword when I grew up. It was Grandfather's. And Grandfather was a great dragon slayer. I thought, if I was brave like Grandfather, I could use his sword and kill the bad people who took Mother.
You had the right idea. You are indeed very brave.
Thank you, miss. But the sword is too heavy for me. I guess I'm not as strong as I thought I was.
Where is the sword now?
In the chest. In Mother's room. Father gave me a key, but I'm not supposed to give it to anyone.
But I could use that sword to help the village.
I guess you're right. I should help defend the village, shouldn't I? Father would have if he were here. Oh, alright. Here's the key. I hope you use it to kill a lot of those bad people. I should go back to the chantry. Good luck.
All right. Any other things of interest in here? Nope. Okay. Then up the stairs we go. Ooh. It's a Viridium blade. Those are nice. All right. Ooh, bookshelf.
On it.
Codex, a meeting with a wraith. I really do love that you can get experience in Dragon Age Origins by reading all of the books.
As you wish.
It's pretty great. Alright, that's those two. And is this the smithy? Yes.
Go away. Curse you. Leave me in peace. You've already taken everything out of my stores. There's nothing left.
Is this Owen, the blacksmith? I need to speak with you.
Huh? Who is that? What do you want? I've been through enough.
I'd prefer to not speak through a door. Can I come in?
All right, all right. Let me undo the locks. All I ask is that you don't make any trouble.
I love the wah 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 mouth corgis in the chat. Hi Otter Space, good to see you, friend.
Let's get started.
Maker's breath. What is that smell? It's like someone set a brewery on fire.
Somebody's been drinking.
So I let you in. You wanted to talk. Now we're talking. Mind telling me who you are?
My name is Keladry, a Grey Warden helping Ban Tegan.
A Grey Warden, is it? It takes all kinds. Anyhow, my name's Owen, though you might already know that. Care to join me as I get besotted? Or is there something in particular you wanted?
So the smithy is closed?
Look around. The militia took everything they could use. I could start up the forge again, but I won't. Since Murdoch won't listen to me.
How did your Vampire the Masquerade session go, Otter? I'm going to be starting to play VTM hopefully, if all goes well, next week. I'm very excited about that. But tell me all about it. Are you sure you won't help me out?
If you mean you want me to smith something for you, then no. But feel free to take whatever's left. Don't suppose it matters much anymore.
The militia needs your help, desperately.
Why should I help Murdoch, when he won't help me? My girl, Velena, is one of the Alessa's maids, and she's trapped up there in the castle, but the mayor won't send anyone for her. She's been my life since my wife passed on 2 years ago. Now she's dead, or soon to be. I don't care what happens to me or the village, or anyone!
Or you could work to help save her.
I'm an old man. Everyone knows we aren't making it through the night. Or are you going to save us?
I intend to try.
Is that so? Maybe it's the drink talking, but you almost sound like you believe that. Tell you what. If you want me to do repairs for Murdoch and his men, promise me you'll go into the castle and find my daughter.
I'll do my best.
Not good enough. Murdoch said the same damn thing, and I didn't believe him either. I want a promise. Promise me that you'll look for her. That you'll bring her back to me if you can.
I promise you. I'll find her.
I'll accept that.
It's something to hope for, at least. Right then. It seems I have some work to do relighting the forge, and I suppose I'll have to find some iron. Maybe at the mill. Oh, Murdoch just better send his men here as soon as possible if I'm gonna get to all these repairs and get them done by nightfall. If you need anything done, well, just let me know. I've got a lot to do now, so you'll have to excuse me.
8 players, Otter? That is so many players to have in the same game. Oh my gosh.
Hey, I see you found my hiding place. I stuck some old equipment in there before Murdoch could get his hands on it. I must admit, it feels good to be up and doing something finally. There's no way I'm sobering up before morning, however.
And let's talk business.
Right. I haven't got much, obviously, but I'll do whatever I can for you.
Well, what do I have that I can sell? I'm not selling the Blood Dragon plate because I'm going to need that. Powerbirds Aegis. Sell that, sell that. I don't really have many people who use shields. So I can get rid of all those. I am not getting rid of the green blade. Thank you very much. Don't need the dagger. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Or those. I'll hang on to that. That's not as good as hers. What is this? Tell Dr. McCarthy I say hello. And have a lovely evening. Always good to have you along, friend. Oh, how are you enjoying Akatar? You have to tell me about it later. Because I've heard bits and pieces about it, and I'm curious.
Well, it looks like Owen's finally doing the repairs we need. The damn fool is falling over drunk and still manages to make smithying look easy. Good enough, I say. I'll inform Bantig and the militia is ready to fight. We'll give those bastards a welcome they won't soon forget.
We're not only ready, Murdoch. We're going to win.
I hope you're right. We may just be village folk, but we're going to fight like there's no tomorrow.
I still need to speak to Sir Perth.
You'll find him and his men at the mill by the bridge, to the north. I have a good feeling about tonight.
Well, he should, because you're a good-for-nothing liar.
Level up time, level up time. Alright, more constitution, yes please. And let's give you some more strength, buddy boy. Let's see. You are weapon and shield, so we'll give you that. Cool.
We're out here because I say we're gonna help these people. And since I pay your wages, you're gonna do as I say.
Sure, boss.
Yeah.
Whatever you say.
Should I be running in front of people using bows? No. Did I do it anyway? Abso-friggin-lutely. Do I remember there being something over here? It has been so long since I've played this game. What's in here?
Right.
Oh, hello.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Nothing for now.
Very well.
Alright. That's... okay. Curious. Books. Ballad of Islay. One of
This
these
should
days
be
I might do a stream where I just read all of the in-game lore text. There's so much going on in here. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm always just so impressed by how much work
exploits, and I have been thinking about ways to describe you. You
Bioware
are unlike
figured
any
this
animal
out.
I have ever met. Almost human in your intelligence and understanding. So, let me see. You're loyal, yes? That one is obvious. Very, very clever. This is also obvious. You are terrifying when you have to be, but gentle and sweet as a dove at other times. And you are also playful. Sometimes gluttonous. No? What is all this begging for food scraps then? Well, alright. You're not gluttonous. You're just a lover of fine foods. How's that?
Yeah. Of course the dog loves fine food. He's practically nobility. Hello, sir.
Greetings, Grey Warden. I am as relieved as Ban Tegan is to see you here. I must admit I do not know quite how to address you. Is my lady sufficient?
Call me Keladry, if you would.
As you wish, and thank you kindly. I am Sir Perth, until recently in direct service of Arl Eamon of Redcliffe. For now my charge is defending the village from these evil assaults. Would that I had chosen not to seek out the urn of sacred ashes. Perhaps I would have fended off whatever evil befell the castle, or perhaps I would be dead. Ah well, with a Grey Warden aiding our defense, perhaps all is not lost.
Have you considered using the oil in the village store?
No one told me of this. Oil, you say? How much exactly?
Enough to set many monsters aflame.
Assuming that would hurt them. Yes, I see what you have in mind. That might be effective, if used carefully. Yes, excellent idea. I'll send some men to collect the oil. We'll use it to slow these creatures down. Have you anything else to ask me in the meantime?
Yeah, I love the lore in this game and in 2. I love to just like sit and just read through all of the lore bits. It's pretty fantastic. Inquisition I had a lot more trouble with as a game. I'm going to be trying it some on stream and seeing how deep I get, because it's so open world that I have a lot of trouble with it. It's just so big. And for me, at least, with Dragon Age games, I expect more of the RPG and less of the open world Breath of the Wild stuff, which is fine. That just wasn't what I was expecting. Is there anything I can do to help?
We have sufficient armor and weapons, but my knights are too few to stand against the monsters without assistance. Perhaps you could approach Mother Hannah in the Chantry for some holy protection against these evil creatures. Otherwise, I do not know what else you could provide beyond your own talents. We're as prepared for the onslaught as we could possibly be, all things considered.
Is there anything else you need?
No, nothing comes to mind. If you have not spoken to the Mayor, Murdoch, you should. His militia is far more in need of aid than we are.
I have some questions for you.
Ask me whatever you wish.
Tell me about the quest for the Sacred Urn.
When the Isle fell sick, we were at a loss. Nothing worked to cure him, and he just kept getting worse. Finally, our lesser Isolde came up with a plan. The Urn of Sacred Ashes is a legendary artifact said to hold great healing powers. If found, it might save him.
They say the followers of Andraste smuggled her ashes out of Tevinter and hid them in Ferelden. The urn's never been heard of since.
We knights volunteered to seek it out. Few of us have returned. Many are still out there, unaware of what is happening here.
Just what was the Arl sick with?
We were never certain. He thirsted for water and then grew weaker and weaker. We brought in a mage, but even that did nothing. The Arlessa believed he was cursed and that we needed the power of Andraste herself, or he would surely perish.
Why did the Arlessa believe anyone could find the urn?
The Arl once employed a scholar, Brother Genetivi. He had proof the urn was in Ferelden, or so I was told.
Hello, Kitty. Can no one find the other knights and bring them back?
Eventually, perhaps. The ones I have here were those near enough to recall within the last few days. I only returned myself because I was passing by Redcliffe and heard the news of strange attacks.
I want to discuss something else.
As you wish.
What is your status?
We retrieved more oil from the village store. It is ready to use as our first line of defense, as you suggested. Overall, my fellow knights are nervous about the coming battle. Death is almost certain, but we will fight and die valiantly if that's what the Maker demands. As you wish, Grey Warden. Maker watch over you.
Alright. Where are we at with quests? Alright. I'm gonna go talk to her. And for myself, I'm gonna go ahead and equip that blade. What a good sword. I'm going to return it to the boy when I'm done so that it can continue onward. Yeah, Inquisition looks good if I could get into it. I'm just having so much trouble getting into it. I'm going to try again. You know, maybe having it on my computer up close will actually help, because I was having a really hard time, like, reading things, which just, like, stopped me in my tracks, pretty much. Journal. Nope. That's not what I want. I love how things will just, like, disappear. No. Queen Rowan. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I played it on my PlayStation 3. Goodness. That was a sound.
Ooh. Windmill. I once took a ride on the sails of a windmill. Didn't turn out well.
Why did you do that? Yeah, definitely part of the problem with Inquisition for me was that I couldn't read anything that was going on. I don't think that that helped. And then, like, I don't know. It felt like there wasn't a cohesive story. You can accuse, and certainly rightfully accuse, Origin and 2 of being a little too hand-holdy, but I will honestly take that over.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
How is morale?
The men's spirits are high for now. Far better than I expected, to be honest. Dwin's presence makes the men a bit more confident. It helps to know a veteran is on our side tonight. Since you convinced Owen to start repairs, we're pretty well armed now. That is a relief, let me tell you. Overall, I'd say the militia's very ready to fight. Never thought I'd say that, but there you go. Is there anything else?
I'll be back. I need to check on
I
something.
have a good feeling about tonight.
Do one more thing to see if I can't get them some holy protection. Alright. Hello, Caitlin.
Bevan said you were the one who found him. I can't possibly repay you.
Just stay safe, both of you.
The Maker sent you. I just know it. Thank you again.
Alright. That's that quest completed.
What is it you need, child?
So Perth needs holy protection for the knights.
I have done all I can for them. I pray for them each night and seek the Maker's forgiveness for their sins before they face their deaths. What Sir Perth seeks is something that is not in my power to give.
What do you mean?
Sir Perth believes that I can protect them against these creatures. A shield only the Maker can provide, and that I withhold this power.
Well, can't you just tell him the Maker will watch over him? Morale is a powerful thing, you know.
You mean you want me to let them think the Maker protects them in a real sense? I will not lie to them like that.
But if they think it helps them?
I suppose their belief in the Maker's power could inspire them, but it just seems like trickery. Very well. If it keeps them alive, I will do what I must. I have a number of silver-cast holy symbols. Tell Sir Perth that he can have them, and that wearing them will confer the Maker's protection. Now please, let me tend to these poor folk. I must do what I can, and I suggest you do the same.
Okay, morale goes a long, long way. Let's see. Cool.
As you wish.
Let's see. Whee! Up we go. That is a cool blade. But I'm going to give it back to the boy so he can carry it off into his own legend. Clatter, clatter, clatter.
The Knights of Redcliffe are ready to fight at your disposal. Have you spoken to the revered mother? Has she offered anything?
Must we do this? The faith that will protect these men must come from their heart, surely.
If they are the same as the symbols worn by their priests, well, that would more than suffice.
You think it would actually help?
Of course I do. These are Maker's symbols. What better protection could we ask for? I will send some men to collect the amulets. Please give my regards to Mother Hannah for seeing some sense at last.
Have a lovely night, Outer Space. Good to have you come and hang out. Always good to talk BioWare with folks. Have a lovely night and give Q my love, and I'll chat at y'all later. Alright. I am ready to make my stand
There is
here.
still time before the sun goes down. If you have not yet spoken to Murdoch, or if there is anything you have planned...
Perhaps you're
Good.
right.
Go do whatever you must and return before it is time. I will be here.
You will be there. Sorry, Liliana. Sometimes you have to lie a little. Alright, are there any other things that I need to do? Nope. Cool. Chat with Murdoch. Make sure there's nothing else that he needs.
The repairs are underway surprisingly quickly, considering how drunk Owen is. We may just make it.
I'd like to talk about Dwin.
Thanks for persuading him to come out here. He's going to be a great help. I just know it.
I want to discuss something else.
There's not much time before sundown.
I'm ready to make my stand. Let's wait for sundown.
Are you sure? There's still time left if you need to talk with Sir Perth or do anything else.
No, I'm ready now.
Then good luck to you. You'll need it.
Here we go.
They're coming! Get to your positions! Make ready! Light the traps! Burn these foul creatures!
when everyone goes running into the fire. Let the enemy come to you.
On it. This should be easy enough.
Here, zombie, zombie, zombie.
The monsters are attacking from the lake! They're attacking the barricades! We need help!
Knights, stay here and guard the path.
Come on! We need to hurry!
Leave my dog alone. Because if I don't, I get lost in the middle of what's going on, and that is good for absolutely no one. Alright, focusing. Definition of wave after wave event. Don't care right now. Alright, that's down. Really, leave my dog alone. Alright. Whew. still going. Are we still in combat? What's going on? More stuff out here? Can't tell. They said they were coming from the lake.
That's not the last of them, I'm sure.
Alright, well, while we're here. The music just is confusing to stop. Dexterity. Oh my gosh, there we go. Finally. Jeeps. Should be the last one. Maybe? Maybe. There we go. Oh.
Dawn arrives, and we survive the night. We are victorious. And though this victory came at great cost, we must remember none of us would be here were it not for the heroism of these good folk beside me. I thank you, dear lady. Truly the Maker smiled on us when he sent you here in our darkest hour.
I was happy to help defend the village.
Let us bow our heads and give honor to those who gave their lives in defense of Redcliffe. Now they walk with he who is their maker. Long may they know the peace of his love.
So let it be.
With the Maker's favor, the blow we delivered today is enough for me to enter the castle and seek out your Arl. Be wary and watch for signs of renewed attack. We shall return with news as soon as we are able. Now we've no time to waste. Meet me at the mill. We can talk further there.
Indeed. But first, I'm... gonna switch those out. Yeah. Switch myself back to the family sword. Ward. Go look for Bevan.
This is who I told you about, Caitlin. They're going to save the village.
You saved us. I can't believe we're alive. And it's finally over.
What are you going to do now?
With Mother and Father both gone, I suppose they'll send us to an orphanage. Maybe separated. At least we're both alive. I won't forget what you did, though. Neither of us will. Thank you.
Why do you have to go to an orphanage?
With Mother and Father dead, we don't have any money. I think we have relatives in Denerim, but we've no way to get there. We'll be fine. I promised Mother I'd see to Bevan's safety, and I will.
Perhaps I could help you get to Denerim?
Oh, your path is probably much too dangerous for us. There are wagons going there, but it would be expensive.
I'm sure 500 silver would cover it.
That's incredibly kind of you. This is more than I ever dreamed of. With this, I can hire a wagon to take us to Denerim. We have family there, and they'll take us in for sure now. Come on, Bevan, let's find one now. Make her watch over you. I'll never forget you.
Yep, that was a lot of money. But, you know, Sherlock, go away. Go, shoot. He decided he just had to have a scratch right under my microphone. What a boy. Alright, and I think that is where I'm going to call it for the evening. It's about 10:30 here, so thank you all so much. Oh, hold on. Let's do this up properly, shall we? Move us back over here. Have a little bit of quiet music going. Thank you all so much for joining me. I always have a really good time when I'm able to sit and play Dragon Age Origins, and really any game that I'm privileged enough to get to play and hang out with people on stream. I am currently at 52 followers. I crossed over the 50 follower mark earlier today, and I'm absolutely blown away. Thank you all so much for choosing to spend some of your precious time here with me in the Fae realm. So, yeah, there's probably gonna be some adjustments around here as I hopefully start activating affiliate stuff, but none of that's gonna be very quick, mostly because I do have a lot of other things going on in life. But what will remain the same throughout is I get to enjoy spending time with my folks here in the Fae realm. But until next time, until we get to hang out again, be safe. May your travel back through the Mushroom Circle be as safe and comfortable as possible. And I will see you all next time.